Hello television viewers, I'm Nick. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another cookie house decorating challenge. You may remember, or maybe you haven't seen yet, the cookie house decorating challenge that I did in October. I did a Halloween cookie house blindfolded. It was really fun. Today, we're decorating a cookie Hanukkah house kit. I know that we just had Hanukkah last month. There are a lot of things that we had last month that we don't anymore. Just gonna cry for a few minutes. You can fast forward through it. So yes, this was on clearance because it was a seasonal product, but I say a cookie is a cookie no matter what time of year, and we're gonna make a house out of them. As you can see, I've assembled the house, the basic foundation, and I let that dry. I did this all last night so that the frosting would be good and set. Now, the quality of these gingerbread or cookie house kits vary greatly. Sometimes the frosting is runny and takes forever to set, or the cookies are breakable or stale. You never really know what you're gonna get. And they gave me this edible base. That would be great, except this happened. Oh. Right off the bat, a little crack in the biggest cookie that they gave me, but it's not that big of a deal. I just used some of the royal icing to glue the pieces back into place, and we're good to go. The rest of the house came together without much of a problem, as you can see here. By the way, if you're into videos like this that involve food or taste tests or kits that I put together, give me a thumbs up so that I know to make more. And also, if you're new to my channel, click subscribe. That way you never miss another video from me, and they're delivered to you every week. You don't have to go and look for them. So as you can see, the house is a pretty good size. Now there's what the final product is supposed to look like. So that's what we're aiming for. The way that I like to assemble these houses is by using one color of icing at a time, letting them dry in between. That way you get a nice layered kind of effect without too much mixing. And honestly, it just keeps my work area a lot more clean because I'm known to finish making one of these kits just covered in frosting and sprinkles embedded in my skin. It's a mess. When I assembled this last night, I just took out the materials that I needed. I didn't look at any of the other candy or icing that came with it. I wanted that to be a surprise, so let's take a look at it now. Alright, so in there we have some candy menorahs. These are meant to go in the window and on other parts of the house. There's also a little candy mezuzah in there, which is that fixture that goes outside the door of many Jewish homes. So that's a cute little detail. Yellow sanding sugar. Next up we have a packet of blue icing. The Trader Joe's cookie house kits are easily my favorite that I've done so far, and they come with icing in a little packet with a piping tip attached, and it was so convenient. The white royal icing that I took out of this was kind of shaped that you could cut it and use it as a piping bag, but it did not have a proper piping tip. So that leads me to believe that the rest of the kit's probably gonna not include any of that either. So let's see. Some lighter blue icing, 2 shades of blue, that's cool. And then that's it. Okay. I'm not sure what I was expecting since I got this on clearance at Walgreens, but I guess I thought there would be like some sort of candy sprinkles or more decorative pieces other than just literally sanding sugar and the Jewish accessories. We're gonna have fun anyway. Honestly, every time I do one of these, the sprinkles get everywhere in my carpet and under my eyelid, and it's a nightmare for the rest of my life, so probably for the best. Whatever leftover icing I had after assembling the house, I put into a piping bag with a star tip. So we're gonna use the white icing first. I just realized it says on this box that it's supposed to come with candy beads and sprinkles. I definitely didn't get either of those two things, and I've looked, I mean, it's just a box, so I would probably be able to find it if it were in there. And it's not like it fell out anywhere. I can't find it anywhere, so. In any case, we're gonna start by piping the icing in a star formation across the top of the roof there to hide that seam. Now I'm just gonna outline that lattice pattern on the roof, which we will fill in with the blue and the yellow later on. The white icing didn't last long because the bag broke, and that's just gonna be unusable. So I'm staying calm, and I'm putting the remaining white icing that I bought in case something like this happened into this squirt bottle to give me a little bit more control. Let's see how that works. So far, what I can say for sure is that this house has a good side and a not so good side, but so do I. Okay, so next I'm going to fill in some of the light blue squares on the ceiling. These bags are a little bit sturdier, so maybe they'll be easier to pipe from than that big bag. Now, as you can see, I'm just piping in alternating rectangles on it, and then I just go in and tap down the frosting after. I don't know why I did that, I just am. Now I'm gonna go in and use the rest of this blue to do around the bottom of the house. I have to say that getting that blue on there, I feel a lot better about this. I was a little discouraged by not getting everything that was meant to be included with the kit and the fact that the bag kept breaking, but now that this blue is on, I start to feel like maybe this might look decent after all. Now that I have the white and the blue laid down, I'm going to let those dry for a little bit. While I wait, I'm just gonna have a nutritious snack. No regrets. I'm gonna blow on it to make it dry faster. All right, everybody, my icing has dried. It is now
firm to the touch.
While that was going on, I planned. Why couldn't I think of the word planned? By the way, look how crazy my work area looks right now. I can't get over it. I look like this is the kind of tinkering that an unwell person would do. Makes a lot of sense when I put it that way. These candies, they delicately packed in, but the biggest cookie in the whole thing was broken. I guess these are like religious symbols, so you would want to take some extra care in packaging those. Mezuzah. That's what that's called. I've always wondered. I would see them a lot more in New York. Not quite sure the significance of it, so I won't speculate because I'll be wrong, but if you have one of those on your house, let me know in the comments. Am I saying it right? Mezuzah, is that the right thing? What does it do, or what does it represent in the Jewish religion? I'm curious. So let's start with these windows. This icing is very runny, but honestly, it's really warm in here today. We've had the heater on. I'm supposing the heat is what's making this really runny and makes it kind of difficult for it to stay on, but I think as long as I just don't use huge gobs of it, it's fine. We can get this Star of David on. Now for the door, let's spread some icing on this. By the way, I'm wondering, what other YouTube channels do you guys like to watch? Other than mine, obviously. I'm curious to know, because I'm sure I would like them too. So let me know in the comments which channels you guys are watching out there. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. Now we're gonna outline the door, add the mezuzah, and then do the around the yard, I guess you would call it. That looks kind of cute. I'm lying, it looks a little messy, but. Now I'm gonna pipe the trim around the roof, and I kind of like to pull it to make it look like icicles. That's what I did with the Halloween one, so that's what we're gonna try and do. What do you think? I like that. I think that gives it a really, like, professional looking touch. Well, professional. And then we'll do this guy right here. Oh my god. Ah. Look how blue my tongue is. You're free to use that in any future nightmares of yours, but I want full credit. So just for some contrast. Oh. I like forgot what a straight line looked like there. I was like, do we curve it? Then we're gonna add some magical Hanukkah dust. May the gold glitter of Hanukkah bless this house this Hanukkah. That looks kind of pretty actually with the glitter. It's a nice touch. Oh, and just so you guys don't think I'm trying to like pull one over on you, I'm decorating this house in 3/4, meaning I'm doing the side and the front so that it will look good from this angle. But as you can see, the other side is just completely unfinished because usually with things like this, it looks better. Typically, these kits don't come with like generous amounts of icing or candy or materials. So if you can concentrate all of the elements of the kit on just a half of the house essentially, it makes it look a lot better. That's been my experience. Chimney goes there. I feel like such a little delicate bird right now. I'm like, put the chimney on so careful. This stuff gets tiring after a little bit. Not complaining. And for my final act, I'm just going to spread the sides of the house with white icing. I think that will help clean up the edges basically and hide this crack on the side. Had that crack on the side. There were tons of these kits left and they were all just gonna go in the garbage if I didn't get one. We put icing on the cookie houses, redecorate the walls where the cookie mouse lives, and there's glitter on the ceiling. You can eat it, it's sugar, get that feeling. Oh my God, someone send me a Grammy. Ah, we're done. I like it. I mean, other than my blue tongue, I'm actually very pleased with the way that this came out. This was really fun, and there were moments of doubt for sure with this kit. I was like, ugh, this is wonky. There's not enough candy, the icing is everywhere. Just with patience and heavy breathing, I made it through. It's a quality cookie. What do you guys think of the final result? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there are other kits I should be making that you want to see. I know that there are plenty of cookie house kits on Amazon, so I can easily do more of these, or any other sort of kits you guys might recommend. Again, if you like watching me open up some toys and play with them, give me a thumbs up. Also, feel free to say hi to me on social media. I'm posting new stuff to all of those accounts every day, and I love hearing from you guys, so say hi. I'll talk to you then. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll click subscribe. That way you can join the crew that helps me put these videos together, and you'll be sure to never miss an upload. I have new videos every week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and making this cookie house extravaganza. I'll see you next time. Hey yo, we got a cookie house to celebrate in Hanukkah, day of light icing on my house.